All right, let's get going. How's everybody doing this evening?
Good, good, doing great.
Fantastic. Loving this California weather, right? Besides the drought we're going through. Hey, everybody can see the screen carefully?
Yes.
All right, welcome everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brandon Ivey. All you guys all should know me. We met before in the past. And those of you on the conference call line, welcome. I am streaming this live. We are recording it. So I may forget that you guys are there, so bear with me. This is a live meeting here in Los Angeles, California. And we are talking about timing and positioning. Did anybody know what happened today in technology that was major? Apple. What did Apple announce?
iPhone 6.
They announced three major things today. Apple 6, iPhone 6, the watch, but the most important of them all. Did anybody pick that up? What the most important part of the whole announcement was? It was called Apple Pay. Apple Pay. What that is transactions through your mobile device, payments. Because here's the deal. When we leave our home, there's three things that we always take with us. Number one, our keys, our wallet, and our phone. I know people, if they go to work and they forgot their phone at home, they turn around to go get it, even if they're going to be late.
Yeah.
I saw a study. I think I have it on my computer still, where college women spend 10 hours a day in their smartphone. Men, 8 hours a day. The only reason why it's not 10 is because at least 2 of those hours are trying to chase the women. But the women are spending 10 hours a day in their smartphone.
What do they study?
I was in college not too long ago. Well, yeah, maybe 20 years ago I was in college. And I'm thinking to myself, if I was spending 8 hours a day on my phone, I got to sleep, I have to go to school, what do I have time to do anything else? Eat, socialize? But everybody is now, especially the next generation, everything's moving to the smartphone. So businesses are being smart. They're saying, okay, if this is where everybody's eyeballs are, think of going to the airport. 10, 15 years ago, you look around, what do you see? People reading newspapers, books, talking to each other. You go there today, what do you see? People looking at their phones, their tablets, their laptops. They're not having conversations with each other. They got the earbuds in their ears. They're tuned out. You think of New Year's Eve in New York, or you go to Times Square. They've got all the colors. I went there 2 years ago for the first time. It blew me away. All the advertisements. But 20 years ago, people walking down the street, they're actually looking at that. Today, everybody's looking down at their phone. They're not even looking up anymore. In fact, when the New Year's Eve and the ball drops, in the years past, everybody's looking up at the ball. Now, either everybody's recording it, or they're looking to see if they can see themselves on TV. This is the future.
Danny, could I just share some?
Yeah.
1 minute, what you just touched on?
Go ahead.
Richard and I recruited this guy last week for Sherlock, and he took us to start talking to him, and he got like say, he said, "Oh, come here, I got to show you guys something." So he showed us his laptop. These are 2 exact pictures of the Vatican with the crowd and the Pope.
I've got that picture.
And one picture,
2005.
2005, you see one guy in the crowd with a phone taking a picture. In 2013, everybody's taking a picture of the Pope.
Less than a decade.
That was amazing. Yes. So you've seen that one?
Yeah, I've got it. I used it in an old presentation.
That's amazing.
Less than a decade. Yeah. So what Apple, the CEO Cook was talking about, the future is in payments. CNN Helica has in her hand right now the checks. And what will we normally do? Pull out our credit card to pay for it.
Right.
In the future, Angelica's going to come back here. Whoa, stay right here 1 second. She's going to come back here with a little monitor. We're going to take our phones and we're just going to tap it or scan it. And we can give her tips and pay for the bill right there without having to pay cash.
Much like the way they do at Starbucks.
Yeah, exactly. Starbucks is already practicing with it. But what iPhone is trying to do right now, what Mr. Cook is doing, he wants to have his own new brand, his own new baby since Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs brought the tablet, the iPhones. Cook wants to do his own. His thing is the iWatch, but the iPay. He wants to corner the market. He's already got the deal set up with all the major stores out there, even McDonald's, to set up the pay screen. So that all you have to do, you can order your food through your phone. You can make payments through your phone. Now,
so
I know.
Are we going to get paid that way now?
Yeah, hey, the sky is the limit. They want this to replace your wallet. I found that very, very interesting.
PayPal and all
Yeah.
those other.
Oh, PayPal was archaic compared to what they're doing.
What about the other
The
one
iPay.
that we use, Payoneer?
With Payoneer. It's a different kind of beast, but same concept.
Yeah,
You're going to get paid on your phone.
Yeah,
And then
there
your phone, you can redirect where you want your funds to go,
There
your
you
bank
go.
or whatever. You don't need
There
it. You don't need a plastic card anymore. And this is universal, which means this can go worldwide. You don't have to worry about different banks. The only thing you have to worry about is just the transactions between different francs and rubles and all that stuff.
Conversion.
Now, normally I don't start off a presentation in this manner, but today was a historic day. There's another historic day that's coming up, that we are living in an age, what I call before Alibaba. Before, anybody heard of Alibaba? Maybe 6 months ago, nobody really heard of them here in America. Alibaba is poised to be the biggest IPO in American history, and it's not even an American company. It's a Chinese company. In fact, in the next couple of years, Alibaba is going to be the largest company and most important company in the world. And what industry is it based in? E-commerce. E-commerce. Now this is how I begin my presentation. E-commerce is the fastest growing industry on the planet. It is the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind that we are living through right now, and 99% of the people out there have no clue it's even taking place. The only thing they know is, I get to buy a new iPhone 6. How cool, it has a bigger screen. But they have no comprehension of what's going on behind the scenes. While everybody was looking at the technology of the iPhone 6 and the iWatch, business entrepreneurs were looking at that iPay and thinking, wow, if I can get my business to do mobile payments, how much more business would I do? See, e-commerce is the future, whether we like it or not, and every single human on this planet will be impacted, whether we like it or not. We have a choice, and that choice is to either participate in it or get paid from it. And even though this is the greatest economic shift in wealth in history, this is the first time in history where every single individual, regardless of race, color, creed, religion, sexism, none of that matters. No country borders matter. Doesn't matter where you are on the planet, everybody can get a piece of this. It's not the good old boys club anymore. It's not just for the elites, because the internet doesn't care what or who you are. Just who has access to it is what matters. Does anybody tell me what is the fastest growing country right now as far as internet growth right now?
China.
Nope. The Philippines.
Really?
The Philippines is fastest growing number of individuals getting on the internet. The access to the internet is now going to be considered a human right, not a privilege. 10 years from now, the internet is going to be so important to all of our lives that we go to the next slide.
So we replace healthcare.
Yeah, the internet is going to be so important in our lives that we're not going to be able to function. How many of us were on the internet 20 years ago? What about 10 years ago?
They started. I just started 10 years ago.
Today, my grandmother, 9 years old, is on the internet. Everybody's on the internet today. And 10 years from now, everything that we do today, Apple said, I pay. Everything, all our lives is going to revolve around internet access. And that if they took down the internet, we would be back in the dark ages. It's going to be considered a utility like electricity. Now, our generation, we know how to live without the internet. We lived with it before. We grew up without it. But talk to my kids about that. They don't understand life before internet. In fact, there's a term called before Facebook and after Facebook. Before FB, after FB.
And it's becoming even more in the schools.
In the schools.
Because the kids now have iPads. And they have now, my son just came home right now with Apple thin,
Oh, the thin mini?
the thin mini.
Right.
Yeah, he just brought it home because that's where he's doing his work now, at school,
Right.
and then they bring him home.
And he connects it to the teacher. See, here's one thing that when I grew up, the only way my mom and dad knew what was going on in my school was progress reports or report cards, or if they decided to visit the teacher one day. So I knew I had at least 2 or 3 months to goof off before the hammer came down on me.
Yeah.
Today, my kid can't get away with nothing because we have instant access to all the teachers' computers. So anytime a grade is reported, we see it before he does. By the time he gets home, we know he didn't turn in his homework. We know he didn't do well on the test. We're integrated. My second grader, he takes tests on the computer at home and is automatically fed to the teacher.
Wow.
This is technology. Avatar is here today, not 100 years from now. This stuff is taking place now, this technology. But we're going to show you how to take advantage of it, because there's no secret that a lot of money is being made on the internet. Google, Facebook, Amazon, Sergey Brin, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos. What's the one thing that they all have in common besides being multimillionaires and having a business on the internet? What's the one thing they all have in common?
Give everything for free.
They give it away for free. They give their business platform away for free. And it amazes me that a lot of people don't understand that concept. They think the only way you can make money is if you're actually selling a physical product. When they don't understand, if you sell your list, if you sell your database, your people, that makes money. Why is it that a commercial on Super Bowl Sunday costs much more to be on there than the week after?
Because everybody, the eyeballs are there.
All the eyeballs are there.
All
All the eyeballs are there. These guys are attracting so much traffic. They have so many eyeballs looking at their thing throughout the day that that's worth something. So nobody has ever paid a dime to Mark Zuckerberg to use Facebook. Nobody has ever paid a dime to Google. Amazon's figured out how to monetize it by having Amazon Prime, where you pay $99 a year. You get extra book here and there. You get extra movie rentals, extra benefits. But for the larger part, you just walk in. For the person, and I say this, and you guys can use this later when people that don't understand technology, they won't understand this. Do we pay money to walk into the grocery store?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Do we pay money to walk into a mall?
Nope.
It's just a platform that displays items that we want to buy. That's exactly what these do. And they made a multi-billion-dollar industry off of giving away a platform for free in a recession economy, which means their platform works. How would you like to make money on the internet like the big guys do? See, introducing the next giant web innovation, shopping Sherlock. We just talked about e-commerce. Online sales in 2013 was a record-breaking 1.3 trillion. What's amazing about that, just like you talked about that Pope picture, is that in 2005, it was a $52 billion industry in 2005. Less than a decade later, $1.3 trillion. And it's growing at 200 billion a year.
How much?
200 billion, 20% a year in a recession economy. In the next couple of years, it's going to be a $5 trillion industry. Here's one thing that the CEO likes to say. And he said this the other day when he was talking about China. He said, you know, if we just had 0.1% market penetration, we're a multi-billion-dollar company. We're a $5 billion company. Here's what he said about the cell phones. We're talking about China, for example. China has, 1 billion people. They have right now over 400 million cell phone mobile app users. 400 million. But their market penetration is 33%. United States has 140 million smartphone users. Our population is only 300 million. Our market penetration is 47%. So China already has more smartphone users with a smaller market penetration than the United States does. Now, when they hit 47% market penetration, they're talking about over 400 million smartphone users in China. Said, when all is said and done, 1% market penetration in the Chinese market is 6 million customers. We're a $1 billion company off of that right there. It's ching, big time, man. And $1 trillion of all of this industry is going to come out of Asia alone. Over the next 5 to 10 years, 75% of all of our business is going to be generated out of Asia. As big as we are right now in the rest of the world. We'll keep that in mind here. Awakening the mobile giant within. Just like Apple, everything today was about mobile. Mobile watch, mobile phone. One thing that he didn't talk about, he didn't talk anything about tablets. He didn't even talk about the iPod. And I thought that was the iPad. I thought that was interesting. But take a look at this. This is Facebook's numbers. In December 2011, 100% of Facebook's revenue, which means billions of dollars, was generated through desktop, meaning everybody at home or on their laptops. 0% from mobile. That was in 2011. 2014, April, 2.5 years later, 59% of their income was generated through mobile devices. So much change that Facebook considers themselves now a mobile app company. They say that's our future, mobile app. Just like Apple is going to consider themselves a mobile app company, software, even though they started with hardware.
Actually, John, that is 65% currently. Right?
Yeah, yeah, because this was older.
Yeah, I remember Curtis Wood saying
and growing rapidly. Now, Shopping Sherlock also, this is why timing is so good. A week and a half from now, we're launching our mobile app, which everything that you can do on the desktop, you're going to be able to do. I've got the beta right here, but it's going to be launched next weekend, following weekend after this weekend, for the whole world. Shop comparison, daily deals, flights, hotels, price scanner, branding, coupons, and an invite system. We'll talk about that in a moment. But everything that you can do from daily deals, restaurants, searching for, remember I said that nobody leaves their home without their smartphone. Now you guarantee every time you leave your home, you want to go buy something, you can Sherlock it to see if you're going to get the better deal. You can scan it because we have price scanner to see if you're going to get the best deal. We also have a huge back office marketing tracking system. I have a friend who I got an invite on Facebook to some picture-roo, guess-a-roo game. It was a mobile app. And I shot her a message. I said, hey, let me ask you a question. How did you send me the invite to this mobile app, this app? So, on the app, it had this invite friend feature, and it connected to her Gmail account and her Facebook. So it sent out an invite to all of her contacts. I said, how many Facebook friends do you have? She said, 5,000. I said, so are you telling me you just sent an invite to 5,000 people? She said, I guess so. Mm-hmm. I said, how much money did you get paid for doing that? Nothing. What do you mean get paid? Said, well, you just shared it to 5,000 people. You brought them customers. How much money are you making? Nothing. I just have more people to play the game with. That was her thinking. I said, what if you got paid every time you gave that app away? She said, I give it away to more people. You think about that. See, we're going to have a customer that saves $200 to $300 using the Sherlock. They're going to get so excited about it, they want to tell everybody. We've got an invite friend feature. They're going to invite people all over the world. Now they're your customers, and you're going to be able to track them wherever they are in the world. This is a huge, if you're ever familiar with a company called Rippling from last year that never actually launched, but they had a great pre-marketing campaign. It had over 1 million downloads. People sign up within 5 months. We hired their programmer and put all this together for us. So it's the same system there. In 2013, Shop Sherlock helped save both time and money for our users 5.6 million times. That may seem impressive, but soon it's going to be 5.6 billion times. This is nothing right now. We're just getting started. The company is 2 years old, started in 2012, been in profit since the second month in business. In January of 2014, there's a website called MLMrankings.com that ranks all the top network marketing companies in the world. We were ranked #1 for the previous 6 months top production. That impressed me because 6 months before, I never heard of this company. So I was like, wow, this is something that's happening with or without me. One thing that I look for in a company is I'm looking for long term. There's a lot of get-rich-quick schemes and scams out there right now. There's several of them running through wild right now. And I refuse to be a part of those, even though I know I can make 6 figures in a matter of months.
the money game.
It's money games, but it's short term, which means 6 months from now, I got to look for another one, and then look for another one. I wanted to find long-term residual income. I'm 38 years old. I've been retired for a couple of years. When I hit 48, I want to be multi-millionaire, never having to work about a job. I can walk away from this, and my income still is coming in. That's the type of company that I was looking for. And Michael Weeder, this company is right here in Santa Monica, California. He's an internet marketing guru. He got started in the 90s, putting on internet expos, just like E3 or Comic-Con. And companies like AOL, Netscape, Yahoo, Escape, they all had booths set up to get their name brand out about their company at his expos. He's funded and consulted for other network marketing companies, and he's very big in nonprofit and giving back to the community. He sits on the board of Hollenbeck Youth Center in East LA, Inner City Games. For 20 years, he's been a part of that. We have our Christmas drive every year where we give back to the community. So very big on that stuff. Sales revenue by June of 2000, January to June of 2014, we matched the income from all of 2013. We're on a pace to triple it by the end of this year, and we haven't hit viral yet. We haven't hit launch yet. We're still at the beginning development stage of our company. We're also backed by Laurel Langmeyer. She's known as the Millionaire Maker. You can Google her to find out her background. She's a best-selling author of 5 books, helped thousands of people become millionaires. She's speaking at the London Convention next week, and she's been on a movie called The Secret, but she's an investor, co-owner, and affiliate with Shopping Sherlock. In fact, she brought a team from Australia into the business. Now, what does the Sherlock actually do? Are we all familiar with Google?
Yeah.
You know how Google works. But when you search something on Google, does Google bring up to you the cheapest price?
No.
No, it brings up to you the most popular websites, the websites that have the most internet traffic, or the website that has spent the most money on advertising dollars gets on that front page. But when you have 404 million hits, look at the competition it takes to get on the front page of Google. Most people never go past the first or second page. So you're not going to find the best deal all the time. You may find something that's good. But what the Sherlock does, unless you're my wife thinks she's the bloodhound of the internet. She'll spend 3 to 4 hours to find a deal that saves her $5. And then she'll think that she just won the lottery. I'm like, you just spent 3 hours for $5. It's the principle of the matter. Well, we have a better way. The Sherlock does the exact same thing. Only difference is it searches the entire internet and price compares for the exact item that you're looking for. So our new term, don't Google it, Sherlock it. When Google first came out, what's a Google? We Yahoo everything. And then nobody's singing Yahoo. Nobody's doing that anymore. It's Google. And that's going to be Sherlock it. Did you Sherlock that? Helps you save both time and money. Here's an example. Every house that has a computer has a printer. And we all have to buy print cartridges. And we know how much money that spends. That's right. Here you got HP. These are print cartridges that I use. Office Depot, $71.49. Sherlock, they got it for $13.99. $57 savings on the same exact item. We have a business partner. If you guys listen to Chuck Williams' presentation from St. Louis, he owns a business that they spend $300 a month on ink cartridges for the printers. Well, they Sherlocked it and found it for $26. So he went from spending $300 a month to $26 a month on the same exact cartridge. He said, I don't know what it is. I'm in. Sign me up. He went from being a customer to a rep immediately. Then we have, let's say you want to look up golf clubs. VR Pro Driver. Nike store, $479. Global Golf, we Sherlocked it, found it on Global Golf for $149. That's $330 savings, 69% savings. So the first question is this hand-me-down items? Is this used? Is this swap meet stuff? No, it's the same exact name brand. Another question, well, how is Sherlock able to get a better price? Number one, you don't actually buy anything from Sherlock. Right. All we do is redirect you to another store selling whatever it is you want. A store that you probably would have never found on your own. And they hire a company like us to bring them customers. And why do they keep customers? Because they charge a lower price than the other ones. Just like gas stations out there. Why do you have 2 gas stations, one on one corner, one right across the street, and one is 3 cents less than the other for the gas? Same exact gas. Because they're using the gas to bring you into their store. Because they don't make their money off selling gasoline. They make their money off you coming in buying chips and candy and soda pop and whatever on their little attached convenience store.
Richard, the golfer, looking up clubs you said the other day, you couldn't believe it.
You found some savings?
Yeah, you know all about golf clubs.
There you go. But for the ladies, Michael Kors' name brand. You ever heard of a show called Scandal with Olivia Pope? My wife, my mom, everybody, all the women love that show. But at the end of the show, they always have hair done by so-and-so, clothes done by so-and-so. So what the women do when they're on Twitter and stuff, they immediately look that stuff up on the internet. And then they want to go buy it. Well, this was one of the jackets, I think it was season 1 that she wore, something like this. It was white though. But here it is, Macy's, normally price was $275. They did an online sale for $219. We Sherlocked it and found the same coat for $134. plus free shipping. Savings of $85.99. We also have other savings. We have something called the cash back. Sherlock cash back is our assistant. A lot of times people forget to Sherlock. My wife is one of them. Sometimes she just gets on the computer, starts doing stuff. Next thing you know, she bought something, and she thinks, "Uh-oh, I didn't Sherlock it." And then it comes to the door, and the first thing I ask, "Did you Sherlock this?" "Yes." She just says yes, but I know she forgets. Well, all you have to do is download this toolbar one time. And every time you go on the internet, it's automatically going to be there. It's on my computer right now. So let's say you go to a store like Verizon Wireless. The reason why I have that because I have one of my wife's phones on Verizon. This pops up. Cashback activated. You're going to earn up to 18.75% cash back from shopping from Verizon. What about Walmart? Do we know people who shop at Walmart? How would you like to get 3% cash back from shopping you're going to do anyway? We have a person on our team that does all his shopping from Walmart and has it delivered to his home. What about Best Buy? I bought my wife a laptop from Best Buy. I Sherlocked it. It redirected me to Best Buy, so I got credit for Sherlocking it. Then I got 4.5% cash back when I bought it. Yes, sir.
How do they pay you when you have accumulated cash back?
If you're in the business,
Right.
it goes to your commissions.
Okay.
If you're not in the business, you request for them to send you a check once it's, I think, it's over $20 or so.
Okay.
That's how it works.
And the second part of if I'm in the business, then at what point do I actually receive it?
Immediately, almost. See, we get every month is when the usage commissions roll out.
Right.
So at the end of that month, it's going to be added to your usage commission. That's how that works. We also have Sherlock Daily Deals. Now, these are two products that we brought over from my last company, Vitel. We brought over Red Pocket Mobile, unlimited talk, text, and web, no contract, no credit check, no deposit, $29 to $59 a month. Now it's on the AT&T network. All you do is you buy a $9 SIM card. You can keep your same phone. You can keep your same telephone number. Pop the SIM card in the back, and you're good to go. Phone's got to be unlocked though if it's not an AT&T phone. Home services, cable, internet, and home phone. Out here we have Verizon Fios, Charter Communications, and Time Warner Cable. So you will put in your zip code and your address, and the Sherlock will search to see what's the cheapest cable in your area. That's how that works. Now, as an affiliate, you can earn even more. There's only two things we do here. We give away a product for free. Hey, how would you like to save money on your shopping online? Sure, what do I have to do? Here, download for free. We don't actually sell anything. I love that concept because we have a lot of people that join our company from other juice companies and product-based companies. And they've got to buy product, they've got to give out samples, they've got to have home parties and all that stuff. We don't have any of that. We give it away for free. And as they save money, which we know they're going to save money, we get paid as well. We benefit. When the Sherlock first got started, how much do we actually get paid? Well, this is how this works, because people think that we're a shopping mall. If I buy a 60-inch TV, how much money do I make? If I buy golf clubs, how much money do I make? It doesn't work that way. We are a referral affiliate company, which means we're getting paid whether you buy something or not. We get paid for bringing traffic to these companies. Facebook. How is Facebook making money? Worldwide, every active Facebook account is worth $2 to Facebook right now. $2 worldwide. In North America, it's $6. Well, when you've got billion people using your product, that's why they're a multi-billion-dollar company. And their value is rising. Sherlock, when we first got started, it was only 6 cents. So you gave away the Sherlock, you had an active customer using it, you earned 6 cents for that customer. And that's not a lot of money. No, it's not. But how much money did you make giving Candy Crush away to 5,000 people? Nothing. But over time, the value started to rise. Now, what makes this value rise? One, the more people we have using the Sherlock, and two, more people are buying things with the Sherlock, because as an affiliate, if somebody actually makes a purchase, Sherlock makes more money. That money goes into a big pool, company-wide. The more money that's in that pool, the higher the value of the Sherlock. So on average, So when I first got started a year ago, it was worth about $1.30 per active Sherlock. Today, it's $2 per active Sherlock. By the end of the year, our goal is to have it to $4. So let's say you had 50 customers at today's rate, and they're actively using it now. That's key, active. Facebook doesn't get paid if you have a Facebook account and you never use it. I have 2 Facebook accounts and a fan page. One of those accounts I haven't touched in 6 months. And I constantly get messages from Facebook, hey, your friends want to hear from you, log in, because they're not making any money with me not logging in. So they encourage me to use it. Same with the Sherlock. If you give the Sherlock away and someone doesn't use it, you're not going to get paid. They got to be active using it, which is why this holiday season is the biggest season for us. Because everybody's going to be shopping. Everybody's going to be looking for deals. Everybody's going to want the Sherlock. Usage income is going to skyrocket. That's why we know it's going to go up to $4.
And it'll be easier to use because it'll be convenient
on the mobile app.
on the mobile app.
Think of Black Friday. What do people
You
do?
don't have to go home and use the desktop.
At Best Buy, at the malls, at Macy's, people line up 24 hours and sleep on the curb to go inside to get the best deal.
Did you see about that guy that was there for 2 days?
For Apple?
Apple.
Yeah. Just to hear an announcement that I can stream live on the computer. People are people. That's it. You've got consumers, and most of them are consumers. But now they can go shopping with their app and make sure they get the best deal. Because you know what a lot of stores do? A lot of stores say, if you find a better deal, we'll match it. Okay, Sherlock it. Go up to the counter. Hey, I found this better deal. Oh yeah, we'll match it for you. Now we still got paid because they Sherlocked it, even though they didn't buy it from there. That's a huge. What if you had 500 customers, and it's $4 per customer? They're active. That's $2,000 a month, and you didn't sign a single person in the business. See, here's one of our when the mobile app launches, I'm going to be redoing the whole marketing campaign. Our message is we're going to show the single mom, stay-at-home mom and dad, individual working 2 or 3 jobs, all the churches, whatnot. We're going to show you guys how to earn some extra income without having to sign anybody in the business by giving away a product for free. Risk-free. Don't have to learn any special skills. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to learn how to write a resume. All you do is use your mouth and give something away for free that people are going to use anyway. See, we save the average house $150 to $300 a month on shopping. Why? Most people live on a fixed income, right? They go to work, they get a paycheck, they pay their bills. Whatever's left over, they buy food, clothing, shoes, entertainment, toys, movies, restaurants. That's commerce. But if we tell those same people, continue doing what you're doing, Sherlock it first, and they save money, what do they do with the extra money that they save? They either buy more products, or it goes to other things, pay more bills. But you're adding, you're now tied more to the church as well. It's a win-win situation. So that's why our business model is the simplest I have ever seen, because we give the product away for free. Now, all income implied or stated through this document in the Shopping Sherlock comp plan does not guarantee any level of income or earnings to any affiliate. Earnings from the Shopping Sherlock comp plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. Now, becoming an affiliate, the average company charges $500 to $1,300 just to sign up. Our closest competitor, if you want to call it that, meaning the closest company that does what we do, charges over $1,000 on their top package. Low package is like $400 or $500. Their monthly is over $150. They've been around for 20 years. Nobody has ever heard of them. Anyone ever heard of Market America? Shop.com is part of that. This company did over $600 million last year, and nobody ever heard of them. They're in like 12 countries. Imagine what we're going to do. Okay, that's why I said market penetration. You don't need all of it. Ours is a one-time $249. That's less than the iWatch that they had on display today, that everybody who's broke is going to go and buy next year. It's less than the cost of your smartphone to be in business. The monthly is $34.95. That's less than the cost of your monthly cell phone bill. $1.15 a day. That's less than your daily cup of coffee. So we eliminated the risk here. In most businesses, people say, I'm not going to make money, or I'm in it, but I fail because I'm spending more money than I'm making. We want that to eliminate that as an issue. One, because we're a worldwide company, and 249 means something different in one country than it does in another. You know, in the Philippines, if your average income is $600 to $1,000 a month, 249 means different than an American making $3,000 a month. 249. So we wanted to make sure we're kind of even around the world. Now, every time you sell 2 Sherlock systems, you're going to earn $100. Now, this is a binary situation. You have 2 teams, one on your left, one on your right. You can only have 2 for your first 2. So you're going to earn $100 every time you enroll 2. So, well, what if I enroll 1? Nothing happens. Once you enroll your second, you get $100. Well, what if I enroll more than 2? Well, your next person is going to fall underneath either this person or this person. And these people are going to get credit for that. What do you do? I personally have enrolled over 100 people by myself, which created spillover for my legs. Now, here's what happens as you build your team. Every 2 on the left that pay their 249, and on the right that pay their 249. So once you've got 4, you get a $50 cycle bonus. It may not seem like a lot of money. When I first saw it, I laughed at that. I said, what are you talking about? Because I was a regional vice president in my company. I was making $20,000 a month or more in my company. I had 6,000 people on my team in a year and a half. However, I was only getting paid 7 levels deep. And I was well over 40 levels deep in my entire organization. And out of those 6,000 people, 4,000 of them were below the 7th level. My top producers were below the 7th level that I was not getting paid on. But I still provided support. I still did the training. I still did the 3-way calls. I still was there to help them build their teams, even though I wasn't getting paid for that. Here, we get paid through infinity. So the CEO sat me down. He said, Brandon, when we first, remember, we were in Houston, Texas. He said, Brandon, all the money you're making right now, imagine if you were getting paid on all 6,000. You would be at $60,000 to $70,000 a month on your entire organization. Yeah, that opened my mind real quick. Said, tell me more. Tell me more. But it's through infinity. Now, of course, you'll have one team that grows faster than the other. I have one leg that's like 600 people more than my other side. That's the leg you guys are in. That's the leg that Japan is in. 600 more than this side. But do I lose any of that money? No, it goes into what's called banked volume. So while you build your other side, now, for me, for example, every 2 that joins, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. It just explodes. It goes crazy. Japan, yes, sir.
In the case that, like you said, one of your legs is stronger than the other one, what happens to that weak leg or the money that's coming into that side over there?
The strong side?
Or the weak side?
Well, let's say this is your biggest leg here, okay?
Right.
And let's say 2 people join this leg. The $25, because it takes 2 over here to generate the other 25 for 50. So every 2 on each side is generating $25. The $25 generated on this side goes into a holding tank, bank volume. Normal companies that have this, they flush it every 30 days because you've got to maintain a certain amount of volume every single month. Ours never flushes. It stays there. We've got somebody in UK that has over $500,000 in bank volume because they're sitting on top of a huge organization. They've got thousands of people on one leg. So all they have to do is build one leg. See, most companies, if it's a unit level, you got to build at least 3 legs. Here, you only need to build 2. And in case if you get spillover like that, you only need to build 1. One team. Meaning every time you sponsor somebody, they're falling in that same team, creating that spillover. Yes, Stevie?
You can control what leg they go.
Yes, you can. It starts off, the computer has it as automatic. Meaning if you sign somebody up, it's going to automatically put them on your weak side because that's when you're getting paid. But you can go in there and change where you want, left side, right side, or for example, let's say I've got my strong leg going, or my weak leg going, but somebody on my weak leg also has a strong and a weak leg. And then they have their inside weak leg going. It's still my weak leg no matter what side for them. I can choose to move somebody on their strong side or their weak side. So you have full control over that. And we'll talk more about that in training, how to strategize it the right way with your teams. Now, this is what's called the power of 4. The first thing we want to do is make your money back as fast as possible. People spend 249. We got to get 249 back in their pocket so that they never run into the situation. I spent more money than I made. So now we eliminate the risk. You enroll 4 people into the business. Remember, 2, you make 100. Another 2, you make another 100. So you just made $200 for enrolling 4 people in the business. But now that you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right, you get another $50 bonus. So you just made $250. So when a new person gets started, we tell them, you want to get your first 4 system sales ASAP. Your first week in the business, let's get you back in the black and get your money back. Once you're there, the sky's the limit at that point. But if everybody continues to duplicate this, because now you have 4, you want them to go and get their 4. And you want them to get their 4. In a matter of, if this duplicates perfectly, which it never does, numbers are perfect, people are not. Somebody's going to go and sign up 8 to 10, like Baby Lynn in Japan. She signed up 8 her first day in the business. Somebody's only going to sign up 1. But if it averages out that way, within 5 weeks, you should be in the 4-figure a month range based on all of that production. 4, getting 4, getting 4, getting 4. That's what my Japan team did. In fact, I'll talk about the spillover in a second, but they got started, did the power of 4, and we promoted 3 globals in a couple of months. Dino Crawley was the first, then Baby Lynn. Oh, I'm sorry, Baby Lynn was the first, who's underneath Dino, then Dino, and then Chieko, those 3. Now, what happens after they pay their $249? They're paying $34.95 a month. Every 2 on the left and 2 on the right that pay the $34.95, you're getting $10 cycle bonus. This is our residual. This represents about 30% of your income. But in that, this is all I care about. All the bonuses are great. This is the long-term residual income. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, through infinity. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to get rich off these people. It's over time, as the bigger it starts to get, where most of the money is going to start to blow up and happen for you. Here's our ladder of success. We all start off as an affiliate. First position is a star affiliate. You must have 5 Sherlock customers and sell 2 Sherlock systems. Have 2 people on your team. You want to do that your first 24 hours. You just made $100. So people say, have you made any money yet? Yeah, I did it my first day. I'm also going to make you a promo video, and you're eligible to earn up to $2,000 a week as a star affiliate as your team starts to build. So let's say you never enroll anybody else, but your team continues to grow. Then you can earn $2,000 a week. That's $8,000 a month. The next position is called Power Affiliates. You must have 10 Sherlock customers, have a total of 12 people on your team, 4 of them personally enrolled by you. That's why I say the power of 4, because you need the power of 4 to start to get promoted. So 12 total, 4 on your team. If you do that in your first 15 days, that's not your first 15 days in the business. The clock starts when you enroll your first person on the team. So if you've been in the business for 2 months, you didn't sign anybody up, and then all of a sudden you sign someone up, that's when the 15-day clock starts to move. And once you get to the 12, you get a $200 extra bonus for that. Here you also earn up to $3,000 a week as a power. This is the I call this the power position that you want to focus on. If you have everybody focusing on hitting power, everybody goes there. There's another company out there, I'm not even going to say its name, but they say, hey, you enroll 12, you're going to make $600 a month. That's all they say. That's all they focus on. Well, doing that is this power position for us. If you focus on that, everybody walks off their job. Here's why. Because the next position is called Global. Global is the game changer. You must have 20 Sherlock customers. I did that my first 5 minutes in the business. I sent out one Facebook thing and everybody signed up for free. Customers, I have maybe 150 customers now, and I don't even try. That's more customers than I've ever gotten in my entire network marketing career. I've never been a customer. I can't sell products. My customers is me, myself, my mom, my brother, and that's all it's ever been. But here, I give this away to everybody. But what happens is, if you hit Global in your first 6 months or 180 days, you're going to get a $2,000 bonus. You must have 12 powers to hit Global, 4 of them personally enrolled by you. We have a record on my team. Baby Lynn did it in 58 days in Japan. But here's the crazy thing about it. Her upline, the person directly above her, did not sponsor her in the business. He's in France. He's a business guy. When he saw the business, he got started back in February. He said, you know, I got to be honest with you, because of my schedule, I don't have time to actually build the business until the summer, so about July. But I see it, and it's only $249, so I'll go ahead and get signed up right now anyway. And he just paid his $34.95 every month. What happened about a month later, his upline, Chieko, signed up Baby Lynn in Japan. She fell on his first level. He's not even a star. He's an affiliate. He never enrolled anybody. She went global in 53 days. He ended up having one big power leg, and he overrides all of Japan, and over $10,000 in bank volume sitting there for him. And when he finally figured it out, because we've been trying to contact him and tell him, he just never looked at his back office. And then July rolls around. He was like, hey, yeah, guys, I'm ready to rock and roll. Look at your back office, buddy. He looked back there. What? Where'd this come from? Said, you got spillover. And it's just 300 people? Yeah, and it's still growing. And what happened is now, when he saw that, he hit power his first week when that happened. He said, oh, I got to get this. Now he overrides France and Japan. One leg is France, the other leg is Japan. And he's only responsible for France because of the spillover. The next, as far as global, you can earn up to $20,000 a week as a global. You get a 20% check match bonus. That got my attention. As a regional vice president in my last company, I got a 20% check match on the people I personally enrolled, which was 150. But I had 6,000 on my team. So the owner, the CEO said, Brandon, what if you got 20% on all 6,000 people? So that's not possible. What are you talking about? He said, no, in our company, it's possible. We pay out 69% on every dollar that comes into the door. So if you are a global, you're going to get a 20% check match on every single person on your team until the next global hits in that particular leg. So someone says, how many people would I need to at least get to $10,000 a month? You got to take off?
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right, no problem, Rick.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
Good deal. Good deal.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
How many people would I need to get to $10,000 a month? You have 600 people on your team. You help them to earn $100 each. You're getting 20% of that. $20 per person. That's $12,000 a month. Right there, just from 600 people. So the more you help your team members earn, the more money you make in return. I love that concept.
So you get paid that 20% match on your directs and indirects.
That's right. Directs and indirect indirects.
Right.
Everybody. We have Simon Brooks is getting check match on thousands of people on his team. This is where most of your money is going to be coming from. This is more than 50% of your income right there.
So if I
That check
tell
match
you only got paid that matching bonus on your direct,
on my direct.
not everybody else. Here, it's directs and indirects, as many levels as they are.
I'm getting 20% check match on people on my 50th level.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
20,
if somebody
that's-
makes $3,000, you make 20%
That's right.
of that $3,000.
That's right.
Yeah.
I keep it small. I'd say 100. They'll go by averages because you're gonna have people that make $20 a month. Some people that make 10,000 a month.
Right.
But if you help 100 people, 600 people make $100, 12,000 a month. That's a good goal to shoot for there on that. And then the game changer is a 2.5% equity. This company has set aside 5% of the company, meaning ownership, to give back to the field. Michael Weeder is not your typical network marketing CEO. He thinks more like Fortune 500 corporate type CEOs. So he looks at what happened with WhatsApp when Facebook bought them for $19 billion. You know, the 53 employees became multimillionaires overnight. He sees what happened with Facebook, what happened with Google, what happens with Apple and Microsoft. What's going to happen with all the employees in Alibaba when that company goes public? That's what he's looking at. So he says, you become a global, you help build the company to where it is, I'm going to give you part ownership of the company. So you're no longer just an affiliate, you're a co-owner. You get equity. He said, here's an example. He said, we do $100 million in revenue. Currently, all the globals, active globals today, will get a $250,000 check on top of the compensation plan. Once we're a $1 billion company, all the globals are worth $25 million combined. This is retirement Forbes magazine just came out with an article last week that states the future retirement for Americans is going to be in network marketing because 401k is gone. Social Security is irrelevant today, and people don't want to become Walmart greeters. And they're going to want to do something. They're going to want to feel relevant. A lot of people join network marketing not even for the money. And so this provides you with an avenue for retirement. That's why I'm still here. That ownership of the company. I had a company that offered me 6 figures to leave Sherlock and join their company and help with its launch. And they wanted to give me what's called a master position where I sit on top of everything, master trainer. And I asked him, I said, are you going to give me ownership? What do you mean? You're going to give me equity. Am I going to get stock? Well, no, I've got my partners. We already got sick. No, thank you. Why not? Because that's what I have right here. I don't care what you've got on the table in the short term. I'm looking long term. Multi-millionaire status. You know what? I did this last week, but I'm not sure. If Rod, if you're there, unmute yourself. And David, let me know if he's there or not. And share with everybody what it means to be a global. I'm shooting in the blind now. David Ratliff, are you still there? All right, we'll keep moving forward. Let you guys hear from another global on the team. Next is Diamond Power. Diamond is the top position of the company. It's the same as a global. You get the 20. You can earn up to 20,000 a week. You must have 40 Sherlock customers, but you get a raise on the check match. Now instead of 20%, you're getting a 30% check match until the next global hits. When that global hits, you're getting a 30% on the global, but you're now going to get a 10% on everything below the global. So I use myself as an example. Since I sit on top of Japan, but I've got 3 globals in one leg below me on Japan. They're getting the 20%, I'm not. But the day I hit diamond, I'm now going to get a 10% check match on everybody in Japan. Imagine that. Imagine if we had 20,000 people and you're getting a 10% check match on every single one. Sherlock is going to be paying out the most income, commission checks than any network marketing company. It's not happening yet, but over the next 3 to 5 years. Once the volume starts to build, once it starts to grow. We have less than 5,000 active reps in the United States alone. That got me, I put 6,000 people in business in a year and a half. 5,000 in the entire company in the United States. We're much bigger overseas than we are here in America because overseas, people understand this. They understand opportunity right here. Americans, what? Shopping? What? I'm not doing that. I'm going to go play with the juice. I'm going to go do that race cycler. I'm going to go do wake up now. You know, it's all these other gimmicks. They don't get this yet, but they will. And once they do, those who are positioned now is going to sit on top of that explosion that's going to take place. I predict part of it will happen around beginning of 2005, coming off the Christmas season, but probably holiday season 2015. Holiday season 2015 is where I really see probably September, 1 year from now, us shooting off like a skyrocket, not just in the United States, but around the world. We're having a lot of success around the world. But you're also going to get another 2.5%. There's only 2 diamonds in the entire company. Simon Brooks out of the UK, he's already made $1 million with Sherlock. And then Chuck Williams, who's close to making $1 million with Sherlock, and he's in St. Louis. So there's wide open right now. How many globals do you need? How many to be a diamond? 16 globals in 8 separate legs. So you need to have 8 people that you personally enroll. They don't have to become a global, but have a global in each of those legs. Here's one thing: we are a hybrid binary. Even though you only have 2 teams, in those teams you have separate legs that you started. That's where most of your money. Yeah, so most of the money you make is off that unilevel side, not the binary.
So you can come in after you brought in your 2 personals, you can still be accountable, even if it's like 4 levels down, to bring another personal and put them under there.
That's correct.
So that becomes another leg for you.
That's correct.
Your third leg.
That's correct.
And if you want to bring one on the other side,
that's your 4th leg. Now
the check match.
The check match only happens on the teams you start, not on the spillover. So, for example, the guy in France who has a global underneath him, well, even if he hits diamond, he doesn't get 10% on her organization because he didn't start that leg. That's spillover. He's getting the cycle, the 50 and the $10. So that 20% check match is on the people you enroll and everybody that comes from now,
Right.
all the way down.
Because they're direct to you.
Exactly.
Hers was just a spillover from someone else.
Exactly. So he still benefits.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
getting that 50 and through
Look at the
infinity.
matching bonus.
Exactly. I've got a guy on that upline. The way his works, Japan is on his right, and the rest of my team is on his left. So everybody that I sponsor, spillover, will go on his left side, and then Japan, everything that they do is going on his right side, and he's doing absolutely nothing. And both sides is being built for him.
Watching
Yeah,
it.
Well,
because you benefit from it.
Yeah, of course I benefit. It's all one leg for me. It's two legs for him.
Right.
So that happens in certain cases where all of a sudden, wow, I mean, it's building what on its own. But he's not going to get that check match until he starts to build his own legs as well. So that's the Sherlock. You want to get back to the person who invited you, let them know whether you're in or out, pull your credit card out, let's get started. A couple of things is we're having our London convention next week where I call this the relaunch of the company because a lot of things is going to happen.
Next year.
No. I'm talking about next
Oh,
week.
this is the cruise. Yeah.
No, the cruise is next year. We're taking the cruise is going to be in March. Well, it sold out last week, but we added 50 more cabins. It only costs $25 to reserve. I think Rickard just did that. I showed him what to do. But we're going to be on this boat, the Carnival Glory, leaving out of Miami, going to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. So that's going to be a big deal. We also have an incentive in place so you can earn that cruise for free. So anybody that let me pull up. Give me 1 second here. The exact, so you can see. Shopping Sherlock. Here's what the home page looks like, by the way. So if you want to give the Sherlock away, you just bring them to your home page. They put their email address in, start saving now, and you're done. Takes a couple of seconds. Convention at Sea. So here's our contest.
Where did you go in there to take a look at that contest?
Yeah, let me go back. So you're on the home page.
Right, on the homepage?
Scroll all the way to the bottom,
Okay.
and you see right there it says Convention at Sea.
Okay, perfect.
So you click on there, and here we've got a video of the cruise.
Oh, okay.
That's the boat we're going to be on. And here's the contest. Cruise paid for 2 people and $1,000 flight allowance. Personally enroll 12 new affiliates and have a team of 200 with no more than 75 coming from any one leg. So basically, if you have 3 legs, 75 and 2 and 50 in the third, something like that, any combination. And the traveling company? Oh, you're talking about like print material. Oh yeah, we've got one page on our Facebook group. I'll show you all of that stuff. Yeah, but you're gonna get cruise paid for 2, and the cabins. The one with the balcony, I think, is $600 something. The one with just the interior is, I think, $450, but it's per person. So you're paying $450 per person for the small end, $600-700 for the high end. But you're gonna get 2 paid for free and $1,000 flight. If you do enroll 10 new affiliates and have a team of 150, you get half of it paid for, half of the cruise. If you do 6 new affiliates, team of 100, I think I've already qualified for this. 25% of it is paid for. And then if you do 4 new affiliates and have a team of 50, then 10% of the cruise is paid for.
And those affiliates have to be direct to you?
No. This is anybody in the company. Oh, wait. You're talking about your own personal. Yes. If you enroll 4 new personal affiliates, right. But the team of 50, no, that's
Doesn't matter, yeah.
that comes from the
However they
group.
come in.
Exactly.
And is that 25 on each side for the 50 or?
Yeah, right. For the 50, 25 on each side.
Okay.
I've got a lot of people who's already accomplished this part. But the big one is a total of 12 new affiliates and a team of 200, and you get that paid for. And Europe's going for that big time.
But there you have, you said you have to have 3 legs right there?
At least 3 legs, because if you have one leg that has 300 in it by itself, only 75 is going to count. You got to have another leg of 75, and then the rest.
So a total of 200.
Right. Total 200.
75, and another leg.
Probably 50. Yep. Or you might have, 4 legs of 20 in each that make up that. So either way. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the Sherlock presentation. We do live webinars and trainings every single day. Tomorrow there's going to be 2 of them at 9 a.m. our time and 6 p.m. our time.
I just got to talk to my upline so you can send me the right information.
Well, I'm going to tell you where to go. This is where you want to do.
This morning you sent me the wrong one. The second one was right. I got in.
Did you go to this website here, ceostraining.info?
Yeah, but I you know what? I can't sign on right here. I have it right here and I can't sign on.
Try just doing it on my computer.
All right.
I'll have to log off.
Yeah, that first one you sent me.
Cause I send out an email update every day.
Yeah, I need to get on there right now, so you can show me that.
Yep. There's another website too called teamofhope.com. That's Diamond Chuck Williams.
And I have it right here already. Go to meeting.
Okay.
So here when I go in here right away, it opens up right there, and I just gotta put the code.
Yeah, go to meeting. Okay.
No, it's already go to meeting.
Right.
I just gotta put the
The
code
ID
in.
number, the ID number.
The ID number, register number.
Right.
I put it here and I hit it and it's working.
Good deal. Good deal.
They send me the wrong ID.
Yeah.
So we've got all the training stuff in place. You guys know about my training website, PowerTeamSherlock.com. We record everything, and all of our trainings and webinars is here. We have getting started first steps, online advertising, compensation plan videos. We have our Sherlock script, what to say, meeting archive, promo videos. This is our training hub right there. I also have another website called SherlockPresents.com. This is a generic website. Nobody can sign up here. Nobody can opt in and get their information. It's just an information page to learn more about what.
Hello, welcome to this brief over.
I've got a 3-minute video talking about the industry. I've got a 7-minute presentation. So everything I just did here, I did in 7 minutes flat here. And after the convention, I'm going to update all of these videos because now we've got new information with the mobile app.
No, none of this stuff right now, we have it in Spanish, right?
Nope. We need to have a Spanish leader that will come on board and we can start doing the translations. The website we now can translate in Spanish.
Yeah, because
We just
go into Google Translator.
Oh no, we did more than that.
I saw.
Yeah, let me show you. So we just added Spanish and Japanese. Let me shop login. Show you an example here.
Then we're here to show Richard how to go in and you can see the members that are signed up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what? I want to pull this.
But they can't find it.
Right.
Let's make sure these guys still hear me. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, those of you on the webinar, you guys didn't see the screen at all? Buy payment. Is there any? Is that what they were? Nope.
Yes, no screen. No screen.
I know. I see that. I had it going. I apologize for that, but I did record this. So those of you that couldn't see the screen, hey David, were you thought we had David Ratliff set up as a moderator? All right, well we'll make sure that happens next time. Normally we don't have a problem with that at all. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us. I'm gonna get this recording up to you guys soon, and you'll be able to see the screen from whatever you guys missed. But you guys, so you should have been able to get that. All right, guys. See you all.